While most people chase trends, the ultra-wealthy are quietly acquiring specific timepieces that represent true horological excellence and investment potential. These are not just watches. They are wearable wealth, status symbols, and assets that often appreciate faster than traditional investments. The rich understand that certain automatic watches combine craftsmanship, heritage, and scarcity into packages that hold or increase value over time. In this video, we are revealing the top 10 automatic watches that wealthy collectors are discreetly adding to their portfolios in 2025. These are the timepieces you will find on the wrists of billionaires, celebrities, and those who truly understand luxury. Let's discover which watches the elite consider worth their fortunes. Number 10. Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch. Starting our countdown at number 10 is the Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch, the only watch certified for space exploration and worn on the moon. This legendary timepiece is 42 millimeters in stainless steel with a manual wind chronograph movement that has remained largely unchanged for decades. The caliber 1861 movement is derived from the original caliber 321 that went to the moon with Apollo astronauts. The watch features a black dial with white hands and markers, a tachymeter bezel for speed calculations, and hesylite crystal that mimics the original NASA issue models. The chronograph function is operated by two pushers and provides timing up to 12 hours. What makes wealthy collectors acquire this watch is its unmatched historical significance and the fact that it remains relatively accessible compared to other luxury sports watches. The Speedmaster represents authentic achievement rather than just expensive materials. The watch comes on a stainless steel bracelet or leather strap with deployment clasp. The caseback is solid steel with the famous seahorse medallion and inscription about being flight qualified by NASA. Collectors appreciate that this watch has genuine heritage that money cannot fabricate. The finishing is excellent with brushed surfaces and polished details throughout the case and bracelet. Number 9. Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Tribute. Monoface Small Seconds. Moving up to number 9, we have the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Tribute Monoface Small Seconds, a watch that represents Art Deco elegance and mechanical ingenuity. The Reverso was created in 1931 for British polo players who needed a watch that could survive the brutal sport. The case is rectangular and flips over completely to protect the dial during physical activity. The Monoface version features a beautiful dial on one side and a solid case back on the reverse. The case is 45.5 millimeters by 27.4 millimeters in stainless steel or precious metals. The movement is the manual wind caliber 822 with small second subdial and excellent finishing visible through the display back. The dial features applied numerals and classic Dauphine hands in the traditional Art Deco style. What attracts wealthy collectors is the Reverso's unique design that has remained virtually unchanged for over 90 years. This watch represents understated elegance that sophisticated collectors appreciate over flashy sports watches. The reversible case mechanism is a marvel of engineering with precise tolerances and smooth operation. The watch wears beautifully with a leather strap that complements the rectangular case shape. Number 8. Vacheron Constantin Overseas Chronograph. Claiming number 8 is the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Chronograph, a luxury sports watch from one of the oldest Swiss manufacturers. Vacheron Constantin was founded in 1755 and represents the pinnacle of traditional Swiss watchmaking. The Overseas is 42.5 millimeters in stainless steel with an integrated bracelet design that flows seamlessly from case to links. The movement is the in-house caliber 5200 chronograph with column wheel construction and 52 hours of power reserve. The dial features a distinctive guilloche pattern that creates depth and visual interest. The watch includes a quick-change strap system that allows switching between bracelet, leather, and rubber without tools. What makes this watch appeal to the wealthy is the Vacheron Constantin name representing old money prestige combined with modern sports watch functionality. The finishing quality is extraordinary with Geneva Seal certification guaranteeing the highest standards. The bracelet has half links for perfect sizing and a fold-over clasp with security pushers. The watch has 150 meters of water resistance, suitable for swimming and water sports. Collectors recognize this as a more exclusive alternative to the ubiquitous Rolex and Audemars Piguet sports watches. Number 7. Zenith Chronomaster Original. Taking number 7 is the Zenith Chronomaster Original, a watch housing one of the most significant movements in horological history. The El Primero movement was introduced in 1969 as the world's first integrated automatic chronograph. The movement operates at 36,000 vibrations per hour, which is significantly faster than standard movements and allows timing to 1/10 of a second. The case is 38 millimeters in stainless steel with a vintage-inspired design that references the original 1969 model. The dial is the iconic tricolor layout with white base and contrasting subdials in gray and blue. The movement is visible through a sapphire exhibition caseback showing the beautiful finishing and the distinctive star-shaped rotor. What attracts wealthy collectors is the combination of genuine horological significance and relative accessibility compared to Patek Philippe or Audemars Piguet chronographs. The El Primero represents real innovation rather than just expensive materials and marketing. The watch wears beautifully with moderate proportions that suit both casual and formal occasions. The chronograph operates smoothly with precise column wheel construction. Collectors appreciate owning a piece of watchmaking history that changed the industry. Number 6. Breitling Navitimer B01 Chronograph. At number 6, we have the Breitling Navitimer B01 Chronograph, an aviation icon that has been the pilot's watch of choice for 70 years. The Navitimer features a distinctive slide rule bezel that allows pilots to perform flight calculations without electronic instruments. The case is 43 millimeters, with proportions that balance the busy dial layout perfectly. The movement is the in-house Caliber 01 with 70 hours of power reserve and Co-SC chronometer certification. The dial features multiple scales and subdials that create the signature Navitimer look that enthusiasts instantly recognize. What makes wealthy collectors choose this watch is its authentic aviation heritage and the fact that it remains a serious tool watch rather than just a luxury accessory. The Navitimer represents substance over flash with genuine functionality built in. The chronograph pushers operate smoothly with precise action, and the bezel rotates bidirectionally for calculations. The watch comes on either a metal bracelet or leather strap, both with secure deployment clasps. The finishing quality is excellent with a mix of brushed and polished surfaces throughout the case. Collectors appreciate that this watch has been worn by actual pilots and astronauts throughout history. Number 5. IWC Portugieser Chronograph. Halfway through our countdown at number 5 is the IWC Portugieser Chronograph, a dress watch that combines elegance with serious chronograph complications. The Portugieser was originally designed in the 1930s for Portuguese merchants who wanted marine chronometer accuracy in a wristwatch. The case is 41 millimeters in stainless steel or precious metals with a thin profile that slides under dress shirt cuffs. The movement is the in-house Caliber 69355 with column wheel chronograph and 46 hours of power reserve. The dial is clean and classical with applied leaf hands, applied Arabic numerals, and 2 subdials for chronograph functions. What attracts wealthy collectors is the Portugieser's reputation as the ultimate dress chronograph with perfect proportions and timeless design. This watch represents refined taste and appreciation for classical watchmaking without the overt sportiness of Rolex or AP. The chronograph pushers are polished and operate with precise mechanical feel. The leather strap is premium quality with a solid deployment clasp featuring the IWC logo. The exhibition caseback reveals the beautifully finished movement with Geneva stripes and polished components. Collectors value this watch for occasions when a sports watch would be too casual, but a simple dress watch too plain. Number 4. Grand Seiko Snowflake SLGA009. Breaking into the top 4 is the Grand Seiko Snowflake SLGA009. Proving that Japanese haute horlogerie now competes with the best Swiss brands. Grand Seiko represents the pinnacle of Seiko's watchmaking with finishing quality that rivals or exceeds Swiss luxury brands. The case is 40 millimeters in high-intensity titanium that is 40% lighter than steel and significantly harder. The movement is the revolutionary spring drive 9RA2 that combines mechanical watchmaking with quartz accuracy for precision of 1 second per day. The dial features the famous textured white finish that mimics snow on Mount Iwat near the Grand Seiko studio. What makes wealthy collectors increasingly choose Grand Seiko is the recognition that exceptional quality exists outside traditional Swiss brands. The Snowflake offers finishing quality comparable to watches costing 3 times as much. The case finishing uses Zaratsu polishing that creates distortion-free mirror surfaces throughout. The spring drive seconds hand sweeps perfectly smoothly without the ticking motion of mechanical or quartz watches. The watch represents appreciation for true craftsmanship over brand prestige. Collectors recognize Grand Seiko as seriously undervalued compared to Swiss equivalents with similar quality. Number 3. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Extra Thin. Claiming the bronze medal at number 3 is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Extra Thin, the watch that revolutionized luxury sports watches in 1972. Jaeger-LeCoultre designed the Royal Oak with an octagonal bezel, exposed screws, and integrated bracelet that created an entirely new category. The Jumbo is 39 millimeters in stainless steel with just 8.1 millimeters thickness, making it incredibly elegant on the wrist. The movement is the ultra-thin automatic caliber 7121 with 55 hours of power reserve. The dial features the iconic grande tapisserie pattern with a textured surface that catches light beautifully. What makes this watch command six-figure prices is the combination of revolutionary design, limited production, and waiting lists measured in years. The Royal Oak represents the ultimate status symbol among those who understand watches beyond Rolex. The finishing quality is extraordinary with hand-polished bevels on every surface and perfectly executed brushing on the bracelet. The bracelet integration is seamless, with the links flowing naturally from the case. The watch wears incredibly comfortably despite being made entirely from steel. Collectors recognize this as one of the most important watch designs in history. Number 2. Rolex Submariner Date. Taking the silver medal at number 2 is the Rolex Submariner Date, the most recognized luxury watch in the world and the benchmark all dive watches are measured against. The Submariner was introduced in 1953 as a professional diving tool and has evolved into the ultimate status symbol. The case is 41 millimeters in oyster steel with 300 meters of water resistance and a unidirectional bezel with ceramic insert. The movement is the in-house caliber 3235 with 70 hours of power reserve and QOSC chronometer certification plus Rolex superlative chronometer standards. The dial features large indices and hands with chromolite lume that glows blue in darkness. What makes the wealthy continue buying Submariners is the combination of proven reliability, universal recognition, and consistent value retention. The Submariner represents safe luxury that never goes out of style and can be worn anywhere from boardrooms to beaches. The Oyster bracelet is incredibly comfortable with a glide lock extension system for perfect sizing. The Serichrome bezel insert is virtually scratch-proof and fade-resistant. The finishing quality is excellent, though less decorated than haute or lingerie brands. Collectors buy Submariners as both daily wearers and investment pieces that historically appreciate over time. Number 1. Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711 1A010. Finally, claiming the crown at number 1 is the Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711 1A0010, the most desirable and unobtainable luxury sports watch in existence. The Nautilus was designed by Jaeger-LeCoultre in 1976 as Patek Philippe's answer to the Royal Oak. The 5711 is 40 millimeters in stainless steel with an ultra-thin 8.3 millimeter profile that wears like a dress watch, despite being sports-oriented. The movement is the automatic caliber 26330SC with micro-rotor and Patek Philippe seal certification guaranteeing the highest standards. The dial is the iconic blue with horizontal embossed pattern and applied baton markers. What makes this watch sell for multiples of retail price is the combination of Patek Philippe prestige, limited production, and the fact that the 5711 was discontinued in 2021, making it even more valuable. This watch represents the absolute pinnacle of luxury sports watches, with prices reaching $200,000 or more in secondary markets. The finishing quality is breathtaking with hand-beveled edges throughout the case and bracelet. The bracelet is incredibly comfortable and articulates beautifully on the wrist. Collectors consider the Nautilus 5711 the ultimate achievement in watch collecting.